Okay, so now I'm back to chapter 2. I think this is for chapter 3 right now, so I'm going to do the alternate path. So we will be going to Hyzante this time.
Serenoa and his stalwart allies prove their mettle against the realm's fiercest warriors before finally facing Sir Maxwell, victor of the previous tourney. After a hard-fought match, the Dawnspear emerges victorious once more. Though beaten in the end, Serenoa's courageous display impresses itself upon all in attendance. Any doubts concerning House Wolfort's martial might are put to rest. Thus marks an end to the tourney and the festivities as a whole. With the spirit of harmony in their hearts, the delegates of each nation make preparations for their return voyages.
Okay, chapter 3, part 1, Whither the River Flows.
Seeing our honored guests off shall be your last lordly duty this day. Now, I remind you.
It is not to be taken lightly. Worry not, Benedict. They shall be sent off with all the pomp they deserve.
You take to your new role well, Lord Serenoa. As I must now take to my own. Pray, visit me at the mines whenever you have the time.
Farewell, Frederica. May we never meet again.
Thank you for such a productive use of our valuable time. I do so love interminable speeches and watching brutes play at war. Truly, the spirit of Glenbrook was on display for all to see. Oh, but I should watch my tongue. Wouldn't want her to go whimpering to brother.
Pay my fool cousin no mind. We have work to do. Work more important than any he could hope to be trusted with.
I apologize for those two. This was a fruitful day for all in attendance.
I am glad to hear you say so, General of Laura.
I can't believe we lost. I thought you were supposed to be one of Hyzante's greatest warriors.
Our foe was a worthy one. It would be an honor to cross blades again someday.
Thank you for your hospitality. Please give my regards to Lord Simone.
Of course, Minister.
It would seem everyone is gathered. You'll find your boats are laden with a bounty of Glenbrook's finest wares and victuals. King Ragnar asks that you eat and drink your fill, and toast to our three nations' newfound alliance.
More of that swill you call wine? I suppose I could force myself to partake.
Your king honors us with his generosity. We shall present these as offerings to the goddess of salt. The Hierophant, too, will no doubt be overjoyed.
Lord Wolford, I bring a message from King Ragnar. He would have you join our guests on their return voyage to serve as their envoy.
This is a great honor, my lord. You would represent our nation and speak with the king's voice.
If it is His Majesty's wish, it is a duty I will gladly accept. But there are 2 vessels and only one of me. Did King Regna say which of our honored guests I should accompany?
he would leave that decision to you, Lord Wolford.
Lord Falks, as representative of another of Glenbrook's high houses, will board the ship you do not.
And why was House Tellior not given this honor? Last I knew, our kingdom had 3 high houses, not 2.
Mere fact that you whimper those words before us is answer enough. Good show at the tourney, Lord Serenoa. You truly are your father's son. The king has seen fit to leave this decision in your hands, and I shall not gainsay his wisdom.
A lord must be worldly as well as wise. I trust you will conduct yourself as befits the lord of a high house.
Thank you, Sir Maxwell, Lord Falks.
The king has entrusted this decision to you, my lord. I suppose you have an idea as to why.
He means to test my judgment. He is waiting to see which I choose and for what reason.
Indeed. We are friendly with both nations now, so neither choice will earn his ire. That said, there is no telling how these relations may change going forward. No doubt, the choice you make will have an effect on our own house's relationship with the nation you choose.
I understand. This requires careful consideration. Benedict, gather the others. I would hear their opinions on the matter. Then we shall consult the scales of conviction.
At once, my lord.
Okay, now time for the skills. Serenoa decides whether his house will make the journey to the Grand Duchy of Esfrost or the Holy State of Hyzante. Let's go.
It seems your first test as lord has come. 'Tis no small matter either.
Indeed, but I needn't face it alone. I would ask each of you where you think we should go and why. State your case before the scales of conviction. Then we shall decide our destination.
We take a vote and the consensus determines our action. Is that it?
That is correct. So long as my allies walk by my side, their opinions carry equal weight to mine. Such is the way of House Wolford. As Lord, I shall bear the weight of consequence for the Scales' decision, whatsoever they may be.
You are more serious than usual, my friend.
He understands what it means to be lord of his house.
Well, I hope you have room for a stowaway, because I'm going too. In secret, of course. I trust the new Lord Wolford will handle the ponderous negotiations and diplomacy with grace.
Your Highness, you cannot be...
You may stay ashore if you wish, Hyzante.
You know I cannot allow that. If you insist on going, then I shall attend you.
Well then, it would seem the matter is settled.
There is exactly 1 coin for each of us.
It seems fate has conspired to bring balance to our proceedings.
How curious.
Curious? I see it as a sign that the heavens approve of my joining you.
You are ever the optimist, my friend.
Shall we proceed, my lord? 1 coin, 1 vote.
Very well. I would hear each of your thoughts on the matter in turn. Then you shall place your coin upon the scales of conviction and illuminate the road ahead.
As for Star Hyzante, with that we had the time to visit oath. Although I may not have my own token of conviction, it is my duty to lend an ear to their arguments. An honest exchange of opinions will hopefully lead to a decision that satisfies all who vote. Okay, talk to this person. Are there items here? Oh, I think not. I remember there's no items in this section of the game, if I'm right. Oh, I have liberty. It's by going up. Okay, need to talk to Prince Franny and Patriot. Lord Wolford, I know your position as head of your house comes with many responsibilities, but being party to Roland's fancies is not one of them. I hope you understand that. Okay, I think I have high morality and utility before, so I'll use liberty for options like this. Okay, Roland is doing what he can for the kingdom in his own way. As his older brother, I'm sure you can see that. Thoughts like that are precisely why he's still so immature. I wish the solution were so simple, but neither the king nor the kingdom is perfect. Even so, why would he choose a path that leads to his own suffering? It seems I misjudged you, Prince Franny. You worry a lot more for Roland than I had thought. Worry? There's no cure for foolishness, so why would I waste my worries on him? Wow, too stubborn. King Ragnar expects great things from you, Lord Serenoa. Is there anything I can do to be of service? Simply say the word. Okay, for liberty. Frost. I would have thought you're an expert on the subject, considering your bride-to-be hails from the very land. But allow me to tell you what I know. Frost is nestled within the snowy mountains to the north, and is famed for its abundance of iron and expertise in smithing. Their elite soldiers, known as Black Irons, managed to make quite the name for themselves during the Sword Iron War. The nation is led by Archduke Gustadolf, Lady Frederica's older brother, and though he holds most of Frost's political power. He encourages the people to act freely and promotes individuals on the basis of ability rather than blood or social status. I see. That sounds wonderful. Perhaps it does now, but we mustn't forget that they were the very ones who caused the war for 30 years past. They are ambitious people living in a cold and harsh nation, which makes me think that hunger of theirs is still alive and well. Pray forgive me, I forget myself sometimes. I hope my foolish ramblings have not clouded your judgment. The decision is yours to make, Lord Serenoa, and I am sure you will choose most wisely. Well, I'm sure I'm going to go to Hyzante, so let's try convincing people.
Lord Serenoa.
Frost or Hyzante, it makes no difference to me. Where you go, I shall follow. Still, I would like to hear your thoughts on the matter, my lord. Holy State of Hyzante. They say Hyzante is the nation of salt and sand. Do you have a reason to go there? Okay, I hear everyone is treated as equals. I would see the truth of that claim. I can scarce imagine so much sand. I would like to see it with my own eyes. I wish to see what miracles are performed at the ministry, and learn what kind of magic and medicine enables them. Yeah.
Indeed.
I see. I hear the feats performed there beggar belief. Any knowledge we could gain would surely come in handy during times of need. Thank you for sharing, my lord. I see now why you wish to visit Hyzante. Okay, Hewitt.
Lord Serenoa.
Esfrost's soldiers are said to be among the strongest in all of Nerzelia. However, that is only hearsay. I need to judge them for myself. But I want to go to Hyzante. Hyzante has its charms as well, I am sure. What about it appeals to you, my lord? Okay, I wish to see how their touted equality works in practice. For now, it is only words to me. I would like to visit the source. There is nothing else like it in the world. It is said the skill of their mages is unequaled. Wouldn't you like to test your skill against such warriors? Nice.
Quite true.
I have heard the saying, what magic I have seen is impressive enough. I can scarce imagine what a true master could do. I should like to try my hand against one in mock battle. If able, may bow against their spells.
Okay.
Thank you, my lord. I suppose there may be some merit in visiting Hyzante. You got this in deep thought. Okay. Door.
Listen, lad.
I can't very well say Hyzante holds much appeal to me. Sarsley and Exarm are too clever by half. I'm sure the people of Esfrost will give a warm reception, even if their weather won't. Want to visit Hyzante? Ah, you want to go to Hyzante, do you? You're telling me why, lord? Okay, the sand and sun must make people of a different sort than here. It would be interesting to meet them. I've long waited to visit the source. It is the cornerstone of all life in Nerzelia after all. Stories of the miracles performed in Ministry of Medicine have piqued my interest. Such knowledge could help our soldiers and common folk alike. Yeah.
You're onto something.
Aye, doubtless we could learn from the minds of the Ministry. Would that we had such gifted healers and mages at our disposal. Might be we could ask them for a book. But I've always been of the mind that the best learning is done through doing.
I've made up my mind.
Thank you for sharing your thoughts on the matter, my lord. Editor is in deep thoughts. Okay, you.
Say.
Doubtless, Esfrost will be a close partner in the days ahead. Would be wise to see how they live, don't you think? No. Let's go to Hyzante. What reasons have you for wanting to visit Hyzante? I just have a feeling. The salt from the source has made them prosperous. I would be interested in seeing how that wealth manifests itself. I would be fascinated to see a society where everyone is truly equal. I like this one. The salt from the source. Yeah, we need to know how wealthy they are and how.
I suppose.
Ah yes, the source. One can only wonder how it differs from any other body of water. Now that you mentioned it, I would very much like to see such a sight with my own eyes. I wonder what everyone else thinks. You've given me much to consider, friend. Well, this in deep thoughts. Alright, let's go.
It is time to cast our votes. Do we journey to the Grand Duchy of Esfrost, or the Holy State of Hyzante? Approach the scales of conviction with your token at the ready.
You've convinced me.
If that is your wish, then so be it. Hyzante is good. It's just as good as Esfrost. Nice. Okay, you three.
You have my vote.
Where my lord goes, I follow. Okay.
I changed my mind.
Hyzante has its charms. I admit, charms I mean to see for myself. Nice. You're on my side.
You won me over.
Nice. I'm behind you, my lord.
The scales of conviction will illuminate the path we've chosen. The way forward is decided. We journey to Hyzante.
Deeper debuffs for the...
We have decided. We set sail for the holy state of Hyzante. Whether or not it proves to be the right choice will depend on our actions. I trust in you all.
We are ready to set sail, Lord Patriot.
Very good, my lord. When you pay respects to the Holy One and the Saintly Seven, remember that you do so on behalf of our king.
Lord Serenoa, we are honored that you would choose to grace our nation with your presence. That said, I must offer you a warning as well.
It may be in Lady Frederica's best interests to remain here in Glenbrook. I fear there may be some complications were she to come to Hyzante.
Huh?
She is half-sister to the Archduke and my betrothed besides. What complications could there possibly be?
None, if I had any say in it. However, the matter is more delicate than that.
Your lady's hair would draw attention. Unfortunately, none of it favorable.
My mother's hair. The pink locks at the Roselle. Mother once told me of how her people fled Hyzante.
Then you know how the Roselle are viewed in our nation. How the gospel of the goddess regards them as sinners.
Yes, I do. But I am from Esfrost, and I assure you I have committed no sins.
Of course, my lady. Very well then. I will do all in my power to see your visit is a pleasant one.
Thank you. Pray forgive my outburst.
You've no need to apologize. Still, I must ask, are you certain?
I must go. I would see with my own eyes. See where and how my mother and her people suffered.
Okay, whither the river flows. This is the alternate chapter. So I'll end it here. But I guess whichever path Frederica will be will always be like, are you sure you want to go? Yeah. So sad for her. Okay. On to the next. See you in a bit.